I need that drink of water, that's for sure. Alright. Let's see who shows up here. I'm almost running out of space on this page. But, let's see. Get ready here for the Wheel of Names as it loads up. Alright. 378 entries for the month of December, with 2 more days left. Actually 3 when you count the 3rd. Chuck Dupree, sports cards. Hey Donald, understand, typo, that happens to me all the time. First in the live stream with Chuck. Chuck, you get 2 free entries for sure. Let's see who else makes it in with the notifications. Let me get let me get this refreshed. Let me get Google Chrome up here. See if I can oh, there we go. Shorten this one down a little bit. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. It's cooperating a little bit. Let's get a little refresh going on here. On both computers. See if I can catch them up to date. It's a little bit on the dark side today because I've shifted to prime time tonight. Sorry if I'm interfering with your normal routines. But we have a special news update here. It's going to be a special edition live stream tonight. MLB 2023, what's going to happen? MLB 2023, what's going to happen? All right, let me get this all in place here. Get me that opened up. Get the live stream there. See if anybody else popped in while my computers are still thinking. Which one? There we go. Jason VT Sports Card. Jason VT Sports Card. We got 23, 24. So we got Chuck Dupree Sports Card, Crossover Paranormal Society, Jason VT Sports Guy. All going to get their freebie entries, 2 free entries for each of you. Until I see 425 show up here, but my other computer is still loading. I think I can switch it now. I click there. Hopefully it updates. Let's go. Thanks for popping in again, Jason. Appreciate you being here, brother. First 2 minutes of the live stream, and Chuck just skinnied in there with the 423 and then the 424. So if it wouldn't have been for that split second 423, we would have had a little bit more time. Jason VT Sports Card, I made it. Thank you. No problem. No problem. I'm going to get Jason VT Sports Card. Let's see if I can. Oh, I can get that. I can get that. All right. Let me get Jason in here first with his 2 free entries. And then I will get some lights on and tell you what we're going to do next. Okay. Let me get 2 of these. Jason VT Sports Guy. And 1 more. Jason VT Sports Guy. Crossover Paranormal. And Chuck Dupree. See if I can find a Chuck Dupree over. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's see. We can get 2 Chuck Duprees here really quick. bottom here. Then we'll get Crossover Paranormal Society Cops. Get Cops in here real quick too. There we go, we got that. And Crossover Paranormal Society with his 2 free entries. Then I'll give you an update on where we stand. Because we're going to add 10 more entries for we got a Christmas card in the mail today. We got a Christmas card. Drawing down to the end here. Oh my word, what happened here? Oh, I must have forgot the end here. Let's see. IETY. Finishes off Crossover Paranormal Society. Save that one there. So we're going to be within 6 entries of the 400 tier by the time we're done today. I'm going to switch this while I'm in the neighborhood here to let's see, where is the caps ME Mega monthly giveaway for Mega December. Excuse me, I got a hiccup. I drank that water too quick a little bit ago. Alright, as you can see, the Christmas tree in the background is up and running and good to go. What is wrong with... Oh, there it is. It was just, I was in the wrong spot. Logan, you missed the 2-minute warning. But that's okay. I did end up going late today. Very late today. But we're going to have some fun, it's for sure. Alright, got everything lined up here. Get this refreshed. Got that one there. And get the last one here refreshed. Alright. Let me get some lights on in this room. You can see our tree lit up in all its glory. My stocking's still on there. It's empty, but it's still hanging up there. Didn't have nothing to put in there this Christmas yet. Didn't get any little packs of cards to throw in the stocking and empty that out at the end of the thing that we've got going on there. What is... Oh, that's why you couldn't see the break table. I forgot to undo the camera. I was wondering. I thought it was just dark here. You were probably wondering, where'd he go? All right. Let me get that out of the way. Let me get this up here. So I got all the freebies. Didn't have to jot them down. Took care of them. Johnny on the spot. So again, I've got 2 Patreons for the new repack box tiers. Check out my Patreon. I'm putting in shameless plugs there. We'll do it through the first part of next year. But check out my Patreon. You'll see 3 new tiers. You'll see let me read them off to you so I give the right information. We have a $10.99 tier for the Carefield repacks. We have a $14.99 tier for the Blaster Box repacks. And we have a $24.99 for a Mega Box tier. Okay, a hit is guaranteed in every box. A hit is guaranteed in every box that you receive in the year 2023. You can choose whatever tier you want. If you want to start out with the Carefield and then you like that so much, you want to bump it up the next month to the Blaster Box, you're welcome to do that. You can either up the tier or down the tier whenever you do in my Patreon. And then if you decide you didn't want one of the repack boxes, you can go with my regular Hall of Fame tiers that are also in there. So you'll see the different choices that I have available. I'm just adding this new choice in 2023 as a trial basis, and we'll see how that goes. But on top of that, we've got the title of our video for today, MLB 2023, a whole new ball game. We're going to go into that content first, right after we open up the Christmas card here. And then lastly, what we will do is we'll open up this blaster box. So for now, I'm going to move the blaster box over here so you can kind of still see it peeking out the corner here. Here, I'll leave it. There you go. You can see Vladdy there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the just above my picture there. My picture. But we're going to open up this card first. Then we're going to go into a whole new ball game. A whole new ball game. Baseball Digest's Blue Ribbon panel of longtime MLB insiders dissects the game-changing new rules coming in 2023 to the MLB. But we did get a Christmas card here. Have not opened it yet. Got it in the mail. And it definitely was dated before Christmas. It was dated the 19th of December there. So it's from Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles, I think. I think that's what he's got written down here. But I'm going to go with just Zach's Sports Cards, and I have his address under here, so I'm going to have to write him up in my book of names. But we got a Christmas card to me from Zach. So we'll go ahead and open this first, and then we will get into the late breaking news from the my magazine here, Baseball Digest. Here, I'll kind of leave that. Does I have something to put there? Yeah, I can put my scissors here for now. I'll put my scissors there for now. So let's see what Zach sent me here. Pretty sure it's just a Christmas card, but if he happened to send me a card or something for my PC, I would not argue, none the least, about that. Let's put that knife in there for now. Move those scissors out of the way. Let's see what Zach did send me. If you send something other than just a Christmas card, you get a bonus for your entries. Oh, boom. What's it say? Don, I wanted to wish you and the family a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Keep up the wonderful, positive family content on YouTube. Big fan of the channel. Zach White, Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles. I like that. Put a nice little note in there. May your journey be merry and bright. Zach White, Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles YouTube channel. Merry Christmas. I like that style card. That's pretty cool. An old style pickup truck with a reindeer and a Christmas tree and the two packages in the back of the truck. That is awesome. Thank you, Zach. I'll add that in with our Christmas cards downstairs in our Christmas card basket. But thank you very much, Zach. And let me get Zach's entries into Zach's. It's got it right there too. Zach's Sports Cards. I'll just put a Zach's Sports Cards for the wheel of names, and that should get us up to 394 entries. Again, anytime between now and Tuesday, the 3rd of January, you'll be eligible. We're going to be doing our grand mega drawing on that date. Okay, so you do still have tomorrow, Friday, and next Tuesday, the 3rd of January. Let me get Zach in here. Zach's and I'll just go collectibles. I think that's what he's got, right? And collectibles. Okay. And we'll Get this tallied up here real quick here. Copy. Get Zach's 10 entries for the Christmas card. And you can send me one if you want to be included in next year's listing. But unless it's postmarked, or if you can get it postmarked before you drop it in the mail. But it's going to be tight. Wait until now to try and mail it to me. Alright, 4. Let me get a 5th one on here and see if I can copy and paste the 5. Oh, hold on. Went too far. Catch it right here. Ah, got it. Copy. Let me put an enter on here and add 5 more. All right. 6, 8, 10. 10 entries. And that gets us to 398 entries. We are 2 entries away. 2 entries away from the next tier of 400, and that will give us 19 prizes on the wheel. If we can get 2 more entries, that'd be cool if we could do it today. But if not, that is fine. Monthly giveaway for Mega December 2022. All right, so yep, 300. I thought it was supposed to be that. Oh, I gotta turn that off so I don't get my notifications. 394 entries. I don't know why it said 398. 2, 4, 6, 16. Yeah, that's right. So we're 4 entries away. 4 entries away. Got that saved. Roll them back. I made it. Thank you. Yep, you made it into 2. Okay, let me get this. Actually, no. Let me leave this over here. I'm going to add you into my book of names when I get done the stream here. Zach, so don't fret. I will know where to send your prize if you won. As long as that address you got on here is good. In case you watch this replay. Alright. So, we're going to get ready to go here. I'm going to go through the new information that we have available to us on what's going to be taking place in 2023 MLB baseball for sure. I'm going to move this down just a little bit more. Put the GQ box here so everybody knows I'll be doing the GQ box here. A whole new ball game. Baseball Digest's blue ribbon panel of longtime MLB insiders dissects game-changing new rules. Baseball will evolve before your eyes during the 2023 season with the implementation of new rules designed to hopefully inject a snapper pace into the game and more action. But what effect will changes such as the pitch timer and defensive shift restrictions have on the major leagues after successful testing down on the farm? Baseball Digest convened a panel of 6 longtime MLB insiders, interviewed separately to discuss the changes and their potential impact. We got wide-ranging, fascinating answers that revealed, at least this century, we still have a lot to discover about what's going to happen when the greatest baseball players in the world meet new guidelines in the game they've played their entire life. Baseball has always and correctly been more careful of changing anything because it has the longest continuity and history of any of our sports, said Bob Costas, the renowned sportscaster. Steroids blew this up. but generational comparisons are important. You don't want to change the circumstances too much, but they've changed over time anyway. It's gone from all-day games to mostly night ball. There was a rule change after 1968 with the mound, and then the designated hitter came in later, 1973. People didn't stop liking baseball. The game has evolved, and we have to be receptive to thoughtful change, not willy-nilly change. Here are the thoughts of our panel. Their comments have been edited for clarity and length. So here's the big changes that are coming about in 2023 rule changes. The pitch timer. With the intention of improving pace of play and reducing dead time, the pitch timer regulations include the following provisions. Big Ray's in the house with a bell ringer. Hello, Donald, Chuck, Larkin, 99, Jason VT, and Crossover. Our Chuck Dupree sports cards, and Big Ray comes with a cool. He says, cool. There's the bell ringers for the $2 super chat. Sorry, yeah, I was 2 spots off, but that brings us 2 spots closer there, Big Ray. 2 more and we'll get another giveaway on the channel. This should, oh no, not, sorry, 4 more. But those 2 get us 2 closer. Sorry. Big Ray is a big contributor, so here's what we're gonna do there. Since Big Ray, he buys from my eBay store too. I'm gonna give you double bonus entries for that super chat, okay? So now we are within 2 more of the next prize on the wheel. But thanks there. Cool, says Big Ray. Oh my word, now he's giving me a cup of coffee. I better take a drink of water for this one, because now he's put us over the top. I'm gonna give him, I gotta ring my bells too. Don't worry, I won't forget to not ring the bells. But I'm gonna give you 2 more. I went ahead and got them, Don. Thank you. Okay, that's okay. Let's see. What? Where did Big Ray go? All right, I think that'll put us over the top. That will. Gives us 402 now. 402. So let me get my handy dandy notepad here. Take a break from our currently scheduled content. And get that on there. We now have 402. So we now have 19 prizes. So when we get 23 more, we'll have 20 prizes on the wheel. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tristan Cards in the house. How you doing, Tristan? Went ahead and got them done. Thanks. No problem. Thanks there, Big Ray. Appreciate you, brother. We get that saved. We now have 402 entries on the Mega December giveaway. And welcome to the channel there, Tristan Cards. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. We've now got 7 thumbs up. We've got how many people we got watching. I got to go back to my other screen here. Wait, let me refresh first. Refresh first. All right. We've got 8 people viewing, almost up. We got 3 more thumbs up to get up to double digits on our thumbs up crew. All right. Let me do a refresh here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we've got that. So let me continue on here. With the intention of improving in regards to the pitch timer, with intention of improving pace of play and reducing dead time, the pitch timer regulations include the following provisions. A pitcher must begin his motion before the expiration of the timer. Pitchers will have up to 15 seconds between pitches when the bases are empty, and up to 20 seconds between pitches with at least a runner on base. Testing in the minor leagues involve 14 seconds with the bases empty and 18 seconds, 19 seconds in AAA, with at least one runner on base. A pitcher may disengage the rubber timer resets twice per plate appearance without penalty. Subsequent disengagements result in a balk unless an out is recorded on a runner. The disengagement count resets if the runner advances. Testing in the minor leagues had no reset until the following plate appearance. A hitter must be in the batter's box and alert to the pitcher with at least 8 seconds remaining. Testing in the minor leagues included 9 seconds remaining. A hitter receives the timeout per plate appearance. 1 timeout per plate appearance. Umpires will have authority to provide additional time if warranted by special circumstances. For example, the catcher makes the last out of the inning and needs additional time to get into defensive position. In testing in the minor leagues, the pitch timer reduced the average 9-inning game by 26 minutes from 3:04 in 2021 to 2 hours and 38 minutes in 2022. The next big rule change, is defensive shift restrictions. A set of defensive restrictions is intended to return the game to a more traditional aesthetic by governing defensive shifts. The goal is to encourage more balls in play, giving players more opportunities to showcase their athleticism, and to offset the trend of alignments that feature 4 outfielders. 2 infielders must be positioned on each side of second base when the pitch is released. All 4 infielders must have both feet within the outer boundary of the infield when the pitcher is on the rubber. Infielders may not switch sides unless there is a substitution. Defensive alignments that feature 4 players in the outfield increased nearly 6 times across the MLB since the start of the 2018 season. And the third and final rule change is bigger bases. With the goal of improving player safety, the size of first, second, and third base will be increased from the standard 15-inch square to an 18-inch square. Bigger bases are expected to have a positive impact on player health and keeping major leaguers on the field. Base-related injuries decreased by 13.5% in the minor leagues in 2022 and included declines at every level of the minors. Bigger bases will reduce the distance between first and second base and between second and third by 4.5 inches, thereby encouraging offensive clubs to attempt to steal bases more frequently and generally be more aggressive on the base paths. Stolen base attempts per game increased from 2.23 in 2019 at a 68% success rate to 2.83 in 2022, a 77% success rate. And here is the panel that they brought in to interview in regards to these new rule changes. Bob Costas, MLB broadcaster. Ned Colletti, former MLB general manager. Jim Evans, former MLB umpire. Bill Madden, MLB writer. Joe Madden, former MLB manager. And Todd Zeile, former MLB player. So pretty cool. We're going to go over first with these with Joe Madden, Todd Zeile, Bob Costas, Bill Madden, and Ned Colletti. So each one is going to have each section is going to have a response from each of those MLB personalities. Okay, we're going to do the pitch timer first. Then we'll do the defensive shift restrictions. And then we will do the bigger bases where they talk about these. Okay? And then this will be another episode in the not so distant future on the Seattle Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Okay? So first off, though, we're going to start with the pitch timer. Anybody have any questions here? Let me get an M&M break here while we get ready for the next section here. One more. Get 7. Socializing with Sonia is here. Thumbs up. Oh, I think Sonia did it. She got us up to 10. 10 thumbs up. Thanks, Sonia. Are you at work or are you at home now? You actually get to check me out at home maybe now instead of on your way home from work. Hope I don't run out of water. It was me and my wife's turn to clean our church, and it took a little while, and then we had to do some grocery shopping for our New Year's Eve party we're having. Not really a party, but New Year's Eve dinner and fun. We're going to play some games and stuff. I'm at home. There you go. Thanks for joining us there, Sonia. Hopefully you've been doing well. But we're going to talk now about the pitch timer. And first up to bat is Joe Madden. He says, "Love it. That's the only rule I wanted to see implemented since there was the attempt to put it in new rules. It's all about pace of game, not length. As long as stuff is happening quickly, fans will be happy. Players and managers will be happy too. It's the bellwether move. You need to do it in spring training and be stringent about it. Put the clock out there and make everyone adhere to it. Enforce the penalties. Pitchers will have to use it while doing bullpens. Maybe not the whole bullpen, but getting used to throwing with the time element. There will be dissent, but we all make adjustments if we have to, and the players will like the quicker game. It will probably impact pitchers more than hitters. The rapidity with which you have to pitch might tire them quicker. You might have to train differently." Here's what Todd Zeile had to say. "Of any of the changes over the last handful of years, I think the pitch clock makes the most sense, and it has shown evidence that it actually accomplishes what it's designed to do. I don't think the time parameters are exceptionally restrictive. I don't think there are pitchers or hitters who will have to greatly alter their routine or cadence to make it seamless. I've been to some minor league games where the clock was used and it faded into the background. This is what Bob Costas said. I think it makes sense, but here's where it could get dicey. Do you want a pitch clock in the Eckersley-Gibson at-bat in the 1988 World Series, or Bob Welch against Reggie Jackson, where Welch struck him out in the 1978 World Series? Some situations are so tense. No one is saying, hurry up. You'll have to allow some discrimination. That does not apply to the minor leagues because it's not the same high stakes or high drama. In the majors, you're talking about multi-millionaires with established habits and routines, but it has to be done for the greater benefit of the game. If the changes have a positive effect, it's good for business. There are so many hitters. J.D. Martinez is an example. He steps out after almost every pitch. He's running through mental notes. The difference between counts with his pitcher, Ted Williams, did all that too and got back in the box. It remains to be seen how it will affect the hitters. When people have routines, they think they can't live without them. But when the game was faster paced, the great hitters were still great hitters. If the game is faster, pitchers can't gather themselves for max effort for every pitch, I suspect. Guys like J.D. Martinez, I'm not criticizing him. He's just an obvious example, will still be great hitters. This is what Bill Madden said. I'm a little skeptical of the attached rule limiting the number of times you can throw over to first base. It almost seems like once you've thrown over twice, that's going to give the runner almost free rein to run because the pitcher won't try it a third time. We'll see how it works out, but that could be problematic. Jim Evans has said, for me, the concern is the logistics of working the clock. When does the time start? When does it end? And who is operating the clock? Will the umpire have the ultimate authority, which requires him to keep the time on the field? Or will it be someone in the press box? How do you define disengagement? I suspect that someone in the press box will be responsible if this is the case, since they will be controlling the timer visible to the teams and fans. Will the umpire stop the game and correct the timer if he detects an error? If the person working the clock is in the press box, what training has he had? I hope these types of questions are answered before the season starts. An automatic ball or a balk call could be the deciding factor in a game. There's also the question of how to enforce the rule that the batter has to be in the batter's box and alert to the pitcher with at least 8 seconds remaining. Who keeps that time? We used to get bulletins about speeding up play, encouraging the batter to get in the box. When you start telling Wade Boggs and George Brett, great hitters with their superstitions and routines that they do on every pitch, that it creates a little controversy. I would consider an unintended consequence of this. And then Ned Coletti says, if it's a great game, I don't think people will be disappointed if it's long. They're concerned with when nothing is happening. I do wonder, once you get to the postseason, if you need the pitch clock. The postseason, looking at the Houston-Seattle game that went so long it was scoreless, I have no idea if guys were holding a ball too long, but to me it was riveting, and it didn't matter to me, the game is exceeding X number of minutes. During the season, sure, if it's going to help pace and you don't have enough pitchers who can throw strikes and make hitters put balls in play, I don't know if I'm quite for it in the postseason, as I am during the regular season. The postseason is a different breed. I think they ought to just let them play then. So there you have it, the different synopsises of the good and bad points of the pitch timer. Okay, next up to bat, we have the defensive shift restrictions. And again, the same 6 people will be providing their responses to the defense shift restrictions. Get a sip of water real quick here. We'll go into this second of 3 parts. And again, once we're done this article, we'll go into the Gypsy Queen box. Defensive shift restrictions. Costas is saying, outline shifts is a good idea. It just restores some balance to the game. Back when you shifted against Willie McCovey or Ted Williams, it was such an outlier. It was interesting. Now it's every play. The thing is, it works. Look at all those shots up the middle. For 100 years, that's been a hit. Now a guy is right there. It's a routine play. We would hope that with normal alignments, it creates more incentive to put the ball in play instead of trying to hit the ball over the shift. Home runs are great as punctuation. It's a moment. A rally is a series of building moments. Whatever incentivizes that. Things happen when the ball is in play. Todd Zeal is saying, you should not be able to tell the opposing team how to defend a hitter. This one I have an issue with. I understand the philosophy behind it, the theory that it'll create more offense because the analytics are so good at defending. I appreciate Francisco Lindor's take on this, talking about the shift taking away some of his instinctual abilities to make the great play, the driving play that's not calculated in the analytics. But Jeff McNeil used his skills to beat the shift. He's an elite hitter in part because of that ability. But now you're creating an advantage for other hitters to do things they can't do when they are being defended against, with everything they can be defended against with. You're perpetuating the 3 true outcomes way for the next generation. That's a shame. If the whole reason we shifted is because guys tended to pull. This will just reinforce the mindset to think about launch angle, hitting it as far as you can and as many times as you can. Madden's quoted as saying, the potential is for more offense, but I don't understand the concept that it'll attract more contact hitters. It's going to make more left-hand pull hitters. Those were the guys who got beaten up by the shift. It might change lineups. When you have a right-hander pitching, you put your best defensive second baseman out there. And if it's a lefty and there are right-handed hitters in the lineup, you put your best offensive second baseman out there. They're still going to put the second baseman well into the hole. And I do believe the shortstop will be as close to the second base as he can get in some instances. Coletti is quoted as saying, I think it puts more energy and activity inside the game. If hitters could go to the other way, like the great Tony Gwynn, you could never shift. They've proven they can't or won't. People have had spray charts for 40 to 50 years. It wasn't until maybe the last decade where they took great advantage of it, putting a player in short right field and changing the dynamics of defense and also hitting. It's going to change the dramatic piece of your roster. If you were shifting 3 or 4 times and 9 hitters, maybe your shortstop with limited range could play. He'd be on the other side of the diamond. Your shortstop now is going to need a range like they did before. They'll have to cover more area. Teams that don't have that type of player will suffer and have to acquire or develop one. Madden is quoted as saying, "I've been screaming about this for years, that shifts are totally detrimental to more action in the game and more hits and runs. I don't know how many old left-handed hitters have called me over the years complaining about the shifts. It'll be very refreshing to see a ball hit to short right field, and it will actually be a hit like it's supposed to be. I'm curious to see how many violations they will cite. Umpires will have to make sure all players are positioned properly. I wonder if there will be instances early on where a second baseman might just naturally shift into right field, and it'll be up to the umpire to put up a stop sign. Players pushing the limits on where they're supposed to be will be an issue, and how will they restrain themselves? And in our last section here, they're going to talk about the bigger bases. You can still have a guy up the middle, and that is where most of the hits are lost now. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have one of the infield. You have one playing between. Basically, you have a shortstop. The shortstop can play between, as far as I know, they could spread out between first and third base, right? For a shortstop, that's their play. And then you have a third baseman, you have a first baseman, you have a second baseman. So you have 4 infielders, you have 3 outfielders. You can't tell me that the outfielders can't play more in if they need to, right? If they know what kind of a hitter they've got coming up to the plate. But yeah, exactly. You can still have a guy up the middle, and that is where most of the hits are lost now. That's right. You got shortstop. He can play closer to second base. So, yeah, I mean, you got a first baseman, third baseman. You got the 2 infielders out there, the shortstop and the second baseman. Still got 4 people on the infield. If you need to for a bunt situation. I don't think they took the bunts away, did they? But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see these new rules. Bigger bases. Madden's quoted as saying, "I know it's two-pronged. It's about injury, which I believe is only a concern at first base with the runner going down the line. More stolen bases, that will have to come with the blessing of front offices. Their willingness to have people thrown out. They don't want to make you an out on the bases. Regardless of how many inches shorter it is, the guy will also beat up stealing more, sliding so often. What that does to bodies and the power hitting behind them in the lineup. Is it worth it? It's philosophical. Man, what kind of players do you want, and what kind of teaching when you're developing? I don't know that you'll see more tries with the guys who can run because of the pounding of your body will take, unless it's better compensated for. Teams valuing the stolen base champ or a top 5 stealer. Just to say teams will run more since the base is closer, I'm not so sure yet. Coletti's quoted as saying, "This one to me has a more philosophical question to it. Will it change those teams that don't value the stolen base? I like the idea of having the steal in the game more. I can't tell you how many ninth innings I saw where the leadoff guy got on and you had to keep him out of scoring position. A lot of that has gone away. Hopefully this will give fans more than 3 true outcomes to see. Extra innings might be totally different strategy." I'm all for excitement and I'm all for execution. When teams have to execute on both sides of the ball to win, a lot that has been diluted out. This will add to it. The limit on throwovers will challenge your catcher and pitcher to work quicker. And those pieces of performance will have to be more fine-tuned. Someone not comfortable out of the stretch. The offense now has more opportunity because the pitcher is in a different state of mind. It's all interrelated. It'll add to the sport. And then Zeal is quoted as saying, "This is a smart idea. I've been advocating for it since I learned to play first base. I like the extended base to avoid the judgment call and then guys getting their wrist broken trying to make a sweeping tag. Make that play safer. Maybe allow a little more margin for umpires to see whether there's blatant interference or if you're running way inside the line. And I don't mind the ideal of the result of both bases being slightly closer, to give a guy who's a bang-bang runner and confidence to have speed start to re-enter the game. It's still an exciting part of the game. Catchers are phenomenal at defending it. Running has been eliminated because of analytics. If this adds a tiny bit of safety and a modicum more of speed, that's great." And then lastly, Evans is quoted as saying, "From a historical standpoint and the integrity of baseball statistics, I generally oppose most modifications of equipment and implements of play. I do understand that baseball is no longer a gentleman's game. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it is in the best interest of all concerned to promote rules that protect the health and welfare of its participants. However, I do not see the need to increase the size of all bases. If health and keeping major leaguers on the field is encouraging more aggressive base running, there are goals, there are options. There is no reason that all the bases have to be the same size. Home plate is certainly a different size and configuration than the other 3. Increase in the size of first base from 15 inch square to an 18-inch square would put it 3 inches closer to the plate. If you're going to keep the infield a 90-foot square as prescribed in the rulebook, nobody steals first base. But enlarging its size certainly brings a new fact into play. More runners are going to be safe on the bang-bang plays. I see no reason to change the size of third base. Stealing third is rare, and I see no health reason for it increasing. Enlarging second base does have some merit, in addition to providing a shorter distance to run when attempting to steal. It provides a larger target for the infielder who is covering the base on the front end of the double play. Anthony McCarron covered baseball for the New York daily news from 2000 to 2016, including 5 years as the paper's Yankees beat writer, a member of the BBWAA since 1999. He is currently a freelance writer who regularly contributes to SNY's website and television programming. There we go. I like this advertisement here. eBay. Walk off with the rarest card. Boom, boom, boom. What do we got here? We got Cody Bellinger, Ronald Acuna, and Mike Trout rookie card. Ooh, gem mint 10. Gem mint 10, Ronald Acuna. And 10 on the autograph and a 9.5 on the card for the Cody Bellinger rookie card. And sneak peek, Seattle's Julio Rodriguez parlays an eye-opening rookie season into a mind-boggling long-term contract. Great expectations. That'll be for a issue probably next week. Might even make it our Take It Back Tuesday stream. We'll see. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully you all enjoyed that news update from the MLB for 2023. All right. So let me go here and refresh my chat real quick. Turn off my alerts. Refresh my chat. And one more. God is great is in the house. Logan, Big Ray, socializing with Sonia, Chuck Dupree. Hello, Don. You started later today. I waited 1 hour, huh? Sorry about that, Ken. Sorry about that, Ken. I'll mention a little bit of it in the next comment I leave when you leave a comment to my videos, okay? I'll try and remember to do that so you know what took me so long today. But hopefully you all enjoyed that. I know it is late. We're at the hour mark almost, but we still got to get in our blaster box for today. GQ. Okay, and just for some thought, I'll give you a little bit of information in regards to the Gypsy Queen and why they sent me some of the Gypsy Queen boxes here. This is really cool. They knew I was trying to finish my Gypsy Queen set, and I have found a few cards, but I am down to 16 more cards needed for the base set, and then 15 more needed for the 20 short print cards that are in the high number series from 301 to 320. So there's 20 cards there. I have 15, or I have 5 of the 20 cards in the high number series. So as we progress through the last 3 boxes, which we'll do next week, I did 3 this week and 3 next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I'll see if I can find a Fairfield. If not, we might have to skip the Fairfield next week. But we'll see. I'll try and get out to Rite Aid between now and next Friday, because I do have a Fairfield for tomorrow. So we'll be opening up a Fairfield. So this is, so just so you do know, this is the Fairfield Carefield tier of my Patreon. My next tier up on my Patreon. So these are $10.99. These are $14.99. I think I got these $14.99, right? Yeah, $14.99, and then a mega box repack would be the next. Zach, sports cards in the house. Zach, I want to say thank you. Zach's here. I did get your card. I previewed it earlier when I opened it. I'm going to add you to my book of names, and I did get your card, so I gave you your 10 entries All right. So thank you there. And you were not late. You were not late. You had it postmarked before the 24th. Matter of fact, the postmark on the card says the 19th of December. So you were Johnny on the spot there, Zach. Johnny on the spot. So you got your 10 entries on our mega wheel of names. We are up to just over 400 now, I think, because Big Ray helped us get over the top for the tier today. So we got 23 more entries before we get to our next tier. Right now we've got 19 prizes on the wheel, and I'm still in the doldrum as to how we're going to do it, but it's going to be epic. Just saw the replay. Thanks so much. Oh, okay. What'd you do? Go back and watch the replay and then pop in? So this will be my care field. So as many cards will fit in here. I think on a fair field, if I remember right, the cards will go this way. So I can easily fit more cards than they've got in the box here. And again, on a care field box, they're for $10.99. The blaster box is $14.99, and then a mega box, which I guess I could have left the sample here. I could have showed you. I'll do that for tomorrow for our next stream to show you the size. But these here, I'm pretty sure the packs go in this way, but I can put the cards this way, so I can fill this with more cards than this. Okay, so you can kind of see this one will be full this way with a pack of cards in there. This one will be filled this way with 3 packs of cards. And then the mega box will have 5 packs of cards and then the cards for your favorite team. Okay, I'll put this care field back here tomorrow, or Fairfield. That will turn into a care field when it's empty. But we're going to do this blaster box here next. I've got one more day of costume here, and then the Christmas tree will stay there until probably at least halfway through January, if not the end of January. We keep Christmas in the Blomdahl household going for as long as my wife will let me. And I think she said we can almost go to the end of the month of January. But we'll see how things go. Just to give you a heads up, the Christmas tree and its lights and all that good stuff will be here for a while still. Even though Christmas is done, Christmas is always extended in the Blomdahl house. So without further ado, let me see, I got the front of the box right here. So I'm going to see if I can find a couple more cards out of this box that I need to work on my Gypsy Queen binder for 2022. This is my binder, just in case you're wondering here. This is my binder of my Gypsy Queens with my checklist over here. Keep that in there. And then, so this is my binder for my Gypsy Queen. You can see a couple cards missing there. So at the end, probably like I normally do on my channel, for some of my sets I'm trying to finish, on my community tab, you'll see different postings, and I update them as I get cards to finish some of my sets I'm working on. But other than that, that's what we got. So let's open up this blaster box here. And this also will become a box for the blaster box tier. I've got lots of boxes sitting in my archives, waiting to be refilled. I was kind of scheming on this and working on this through 2022 to make sure I save all my boxes. So you'll see Gypsy Queen, you'll see Panini Mosaic, you'll see all kinds of blaster boxes, mega boxes, and things of that nature. But for now, while we're working on it, I'm going to put this right here. So we can put the Gypsy Queen box there. We've got 7 packs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 packs, and let's see if we can find some of the cards I'm looking for. So busting in right away to pack number 1. And again, I'm going late tonight. We'll see what time we finish. I don't think we'll go more than 2 hours, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let me move these up here. Oh, we got one of them crystal balls, I think, and a green. So we got Dalton Varsho with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Shout out to Kevin's Models and More. Tyler Glasnow with the Tampa Bay Rays. Shout out to MC Fox and crew. Dansby Swanson with the Atlanta Braves. Left Behind Times. And we got Andrew Vaughn with the Chicago White Sox. Shout out to Chuck. Is that Travis? Yep, Travis D. Arnaud, green catcher for the Atlanta Braves. Boy, shouting out a person for their teams. That's Left Behind Times again. Then we got Mike Soroka with the Atlanta Braves. And Sherten Apostel with the Texas Rangers. Don't have nobody for the Texas Rangers that I've had claimed on my channel before. No rookies yet. 1 pack into it. On to pack number 2. 15 thumbs up. Oh, we're getting a lot more thumbs up on these later streams. You know what? Because I keep running late and stuff, I might just have to adjust it and do it a little bit later. I'll get some of the East Coasters in here if I do that. We'll have to see how this works for me down the road. Kyle Lewis with the Seattle Mariners. Then we've got, is that Ian Anderson? Ian Anderson with the Atlanta Braves. Left Behind Times. We got Colton Welker with Colorado Rockies. Rookie card. Our first rookie. Andrew Benintendi with the Kansas City Royals. Shout out to Locka99. Chris Bryant with the San Francisco Giants. Green. Shout out to Cards in My Car with Harpo Posada. Then we've got G-Man Choi with the Tampa Bay Rays. MC Fox. And Rafael Devers with the Boston Red Sox. Shout out to Ethan's Cards and More. I gotta pop into Ethan's channel, see how he's coming on his LCS there. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss any other. I don't know why I'm going through all of them. Try and do that before I put them down here. How's that sound? Moving on to pack 3. Pack 3 in this blaster box. Big Rays. Hi, Zach. All right, pack number 3. Slide these down because I know I'll get some more greens. Supposed to be a green in every pack, and I'm not really saving them, so you may see them in the Patreon packages coming up if I already have it in my set. Let's see, who's this? Pablo Lopez with the Marlins. Dallas Keuchel with the Chicago White Sox. Shout out to Chuck. Who's this one? Brandon Nimmo with the New York Mets. Frank's Card Corner. We've got a Jose Altuve. Shout out to the Connecting Car. Let's see. Fanatic Connecting Guru. Oh my word. I'm one of those senior moments forgetting what David's channel name is. Luis Arias with the Minnesota Twins. Shout out to MP Fox and crew for the Minnesota Twins. Green. And then we got a Drew Kremer, Baltimore pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Okay. Then we got next here, Santiago Espinal with the Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out the Jays mix. We are in the middle pack, pack number 4. The middle pack, pack number 4. Sorry, I gotta stop leaning on the right table. It won't wiggle as much. I gotta get a better table. This is a table on wheels, so that's why it turns into earthquake mode if I lean on the table. Joey Bart with the San Francisco Giants. Shout out to Cards in My Car with Ara Posada. Tristan McKenzie with the Cleveland Guardians. Shout out to Mr. Hain. Come on, Blomdahl, you're drawing a mental blank again. Edward Cabrera with the Miami Marlins. Sonny Gray with the Cincinnati Reds. Shout out to Faith Family and Sports. Gene Segura with the Philadelphia Phillies green. There's our 4th green out of 4 packs. Austin Nolan with the Phillies. Dearman 2019. And David Boat with the Chicago Cubs. 3rd and 2nd baseman. All right, moving on to pack number 5. All right, let's see, what do we got in here now? Evan White with the Seattle Mariners. Francisco Lindor with the New York Mets. Shout out to Frank the Card Corner. Who's this? Franmil Reyes with the Cleveland Guardians. Robert Hain. That's his first name, my word. Josiah Gray with the Washington Nationals. Rookie card. Might have to go back through here. Jose Barreo with the Cincinnati Reds. Shortstop. Shout out to Fate Family and Sports. For pack number 5. Mitch Haniger with the Seattle Mariners. And Andrew McCutchen with the Philadelphia Phillies. Shout out to German. Alright, I don't know. Not too much of anything here. I don't know for sure. I don't have the numbers memorized for the ones I need or the players that they are. But I'll bounce it against my list after we're done here. Let's see, Jay Duran. So yeah, I got 3 more boxes to try and complete the set. If not, I'll have my communities search high and low to find the missing cards. Jay Duran. Jaron Duran. Outfielder for the Boston Red Sox. Rookie card. Shout out to Ethan. Geraldo Perdomo with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Shout out to Kevin's Models and More. Kenta Maeda with the Minnesota Twins. MP Fox Crew. Jock Peterson with the Atlanta Braves. Shout out to Left Behind Times. And then Joe Ryan with the Minnesota Twins. MP Fox and Crew for our 6th green. Let's see, go down. Yeah, right there. We'll get our last green. It'll fit right on top. Zach Plesac with the Cleveland Guardians. Shout out to Robert Hain. And Trey Mancini with the Baltimore Orioles. For our last card. Last pack magic. See if we can find anything sweet in this box. Don't know. Looking pretty dim. We found a GQ Gems and a See the Future Andrew Vaughn with the Chicago White Sox. Alright. Ooh, I think we got a short print card. No, well, not a short print, but we got a short print color border card and not a green. Looks like a brown. I think that's at $3.99, is it? Wilmer Flores with San Francisco Giants. Cards in my car with R. Posada Lubob for the Chicago White Sox. Shout out to Chuck. Nolan Arenado, third baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals. We got a brown Didi Gregorius shortstop for the Philadelphia Phillies. Followed by Wander Franco green. That's a cool card to get. In the green, Wander Franco green. He's number 299 in the set. Can't remember. I think I got the Wander Franco. But I'm using as alternates a green until I get the base. If I get the base, then we're good to go. But I haven't found no green ones that I didn't already have in the base set. So they will be coming to a Patreon package near you possibly this year, next year. Reed Detmers with the Los Angeles Angels. Shout out to Diamond Princess for Reed Detmers for the Angels. That's our Angels rookie card. And then Daz Cameron for the Detroit Tigers. Boom. And our Didi Gregorius is out of $3.99. I was right on the brown. Card number 101. Out of $3.99. Get that into a penny sleeve. And that will go into, if anybody snags the Philadelphia Phillies for their Patreon. Repack boxes. Oh no, I'll leave that down here for now. So that's cool. We got the 7 greens. One got Arnaud, Bryant, Arraez, Segura, Barrero, Ryan, and Wander Franco. Got the Andrew Vaughn, See the Future, and a Jose Altuve, Astros GQ Gems. Looks like we'll go through the double check here, but I think we only got these 4 rookies. The Los Angeles Angels for Diamond Princess. The Boston Red Sox rookie card for Duran, Ethan. Washington Nationals, Josiah Gray rookie card, and the Colton Welker with the Colorado Rockies. I don't think I missed any other rookies, but let's do a double check real quick. I don't think I missed any logo swaps or anything like that. Oh, did miss one. Miami Marlins, Edward Cabrera rookie card. I missed a rookie in my sorting. Don Blondal, give yourself a spanking. Huh. All right, there we go. That takes care of that Gypsy Queen box, and this will now go in my Patreon box stack over there. Put the scissors over here, and there we have it, our Gypsy Queen box for today. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be doing the Hall of Fame Friday for Hall of Famer William Hendrick Foster. In case you haven't heard of him much, he was from the Negro Leagues back in 1923 to 1937. In case you're wondering on that one. So that takes care of this box. I'll see which one of these I need for my base. Didn't see any short prints in there, unless we missed one. Most of the short prints are, but not all, Hall of Famers. I think most of them are Hall of Famers. Matter of fact, let me look in my box here. I'll tell you which ones I do have and the ones I need. So yeah, in the base set, I won't put anything up yet, but I do need card number 29, 30, 58, 61, 92, 109, 132, 135, 143, 144, 178, 195, 207, 223, 243, and 272. And then for the high numbers on my checklist here, I'll look at it real quick. And of course, I have Stan Musial, Yogi Berra, Roy Campanella, Roger Maris, and Don Drysdale. The ones I need are Jackie Robinson, Babe Ruth, Roberto Clemente, Honus Wagner, Ted Williams, Ty Cobb, Mike Piazza, Ken Griffey Jr. I gotta check. Maybe I got more than 2 of those in my Ken Griffey Jr. Before I go to purchase one, I'll have to double check. Willie Mays, Bo Jackson, Satchel Paige, Ichiro, Derek Jeter, Ernie Banks, and Hank Aaron. So that's from my checklist. And then as I go back, I do have part of a 2021 Topps Gypsy Queen. But just in case you're wondering, Gypsy Queen goes back 21, 2020, 2019, and 2018. Somebody will have to let me know. I can't remember if I went back and checked to see if there was a 2017 Gypsy Queen, but I believe Gypsy Queen started in 2018. But I haven't collected all of them yet. We'll see down the road if what I have and what I don't have and the other sets. But I'm just working on a 2022 set for now. So other than that, I'm at 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is good. Oh, let me just toss this up here. I gotta pull it out later as soon as we're done here to check my list, and checking it twice. Gonna see who's naughty or nice. But I will put these once I go through them in my box here. It's the Astro and a Philadelphia. But other than that, oh, this one will go in the box. But these may go in my list on eBay. Most likely. We'll see. Depends on if before the new year starts we get anybody. Because if anybody joins after the 1st of January, you'll have to wait. So say if you decided and you paid on this and you joined the Patreon, say on 2 January, your first payment won't go out until the 1st of February. So you have to join the Patreon before the 1st to get your first package in January. Because I've got mine set up where if you join anytime through the month, you're going to wait until the end of the month. On the 1st is when they'll take out the payment. When I get the payment for the Patreon package, I put your Patreon package together and I ship it to you. And it'll be shipped out pretty quick. Just so you know, I don't take that long to do them at all. Matter of fact, once I receive the payment for my Patreons for every month, within a couple, 2 or 3 days, I get everything packaged up and mailed out. So you don't have to wait super long for them. So other than that, does anybody have any other questions? It looks like we've got 4 people viewing. So not too many people in here, but let me get ready to say goodbye to Big Ray's Ball Cards, Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles, God is Great was here, Socializing with Sonya was here, Tristan Cards was here, Big Rays gave me a $3.99 super chat cup of coffee and a $1.99 super chat. Cool. Who else? Locka99 was here. Chuck Dupree sports card. Screen is black. Oh, that was before I forgot to take my cover off here. So I think I've got my goodbyes to everybody that I see was in here, at least chatting. So if you're not chatting and you're lurking about, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And we made 15 thumbs up. That's awesome. And we have 4 viewers. So until next time, tomorrow, I'm going to cross my fingers, but hopefully we're not going out to get anything. I think if we do, we'll be gone early enough to get the stuff we need and back, so I can be live with you at 2 p.m. is what we're shooting for tomorrow. 2 p.m. instead of after 4 o'clock. Okay? So, appreciate everybody that was able to show up. The regulars were most definitely here, and I appreciate the support in the channel. And give you an update, I got 1 more subscriber. Only 9 more subscribers to go. 9 more subscribers to go to make 1,300 subscribers by the end of the year. My next big giveaway on the channel will be 1,500 subscribers. And then, of course, 2,000 subscribers, and we'll see from there how things go. But I'll probably be at 1,200 some subscribers for another year, just like I was this year. I didn't make it earlier in the year, and I might not even make it by the end of the year. But this is how I always close all my streams. It's not just words, but be blessed. And hope you had a very Merry Christmas, and hope you're going to have a very merry and safe New Year coming up this Saturday. Be careful on New Year's Eve. Watch out for those crazies. If you're going to somebody's house for a New Year's Eve party, either see if you can spend the night or leave right after the New Year so you can beat the drunkards and the real party animals that are trying to drive home drunk. That's when a lot of accidents happen, on New Year's Eve. Very late after the parties are over. People convinced they can drive drunk and can't and get in a wreck. Be safe out there. Okay? So until next time, we'll see you all around the channels. Alright, bye for now and take care. Happy New Year to you too. Alright there, Big Ray. Appreciate your support, brother. Very, very, very much. I really appreciate you, brother. Alright? So take care, everybody.